Hi guys. Oh, a couple of days. So Labor Day was completely dead and I was bored. Um, Tuesday, a little less so, and today was just insane. But I'm gonna back up a bit. Okay. So Tuesday, um, I didn't do shit. I went to work and things, of course, were crazy because things always are after a holiday. And I had a super sweet lady try to tip me. Now, my GM has gone to ignoring me, which is such a level of plus side. You just cannot comprehend it. As long as this woman just pretends I'm a wall, I'm good. Um, because other than that, she's a headache. As for example, the thing that really stood out about Tuesday, besides being crazy busy, was I was running around and I was getting together a pizza because yes, we actually do pizzas at these places, um, and I was putting it together. And I had just come off of like 7 orders, bang, 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 which requires a lot of running around, getting stuff out of stock. Just restocking and making sure we have supplies at the same time while I'm doing this, plus shutting down everything from morning. So I'm running around doing this, and my supervisor, she's having her break. By God, she's freaking earned it. So I'm not going to say anything about that. So she had gone and she had taken her break, and I'm putting together this pizza. And like I said, it just came off all these orders. I mean, it was just one after the other. The second my supervisor stepped out the door, people came in and wanted food. That's just all there is to it. So I'm putting this together, getting ready to go grab the box. GM comes from around the corner. Like I said, it was a crazy busy day, which means that the one lady that I really like up there, she's annoyed because it's like the person who's working with her at the register is there half the time and isn't there the other half. The GM is either hiding in her office or pretending to be doing things so that she doesn't have to help out. So I'm putting together this pizza, getting ready to go get the box so I can put the box together to put the pizza in. And my GM walks by and is like, "We need cups out here." And I'm sitting there going, "Are you serious? Do you not see me sweating back here and running?" Okay, of course you don't, because you're spending most of your time in your office. So she comes out, makes this announcement, and goes back to hiding in the office. Instead of, doing something useful, which seems to be the big thing here. It seems that the cafe people are expected to take care of just about everything that has to do with cups, sugar, anything like that out there for coffee, which I totally get. But if you have the time to stop and comment, likely you have the time to take care of it yourself. Far be it from me, though, she's the GM, gosh knows, she's probably got all of the heavens she has to run up there. I don't know. So she yells this at me, and then, like, the poor lady at the counter's like, "What? Okay." Instant. Like I said, I don't know what's up with my temper here of late, but I was instantly furious. I am so glad I did not walk past her because I probably would have said something and lost my job right then and there. I'm pretty sure calling somebody, "Look, lazy bitch, if you can sit there and announce it while I'm busy running my ass off, it means you actually have the time to get it. But I understand from your lofty position on high, where the air is rare, the oxygen is thin, and your brain cells have deteriorated, that you might not comprehend this. So next time, get the damn shit yourself while I take care of my actual job, which is taking care of the customers that pay your paycheck." Yeah, you can't say things like that. That loses you your job quick. I bit my tongue. But I have literally a minute to get those cups, get back out there, put them in there, come back, get the box, get the pizza slicer, everything. So I was timed. I ran back to the back, grabbed two of the cup sizes that I needed. The box fell on the floor. I'm like, really? Seriously? And now we have boxes just precariously, just, it's going to pitch over on top of my head. Um, so I straightened that up, ran out, put the cups up. I know the people that needed the cups probably realized I was pissed, and they probably thought it was them. And I was trying to, I'm like, I'm sorry, I've got your cups, and I put them in there. And they're like, we're sorry. I'm like, no, 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 it's not a big deal. I'm more than happy to get it for you, which I am. I mean, they're paying my paycheck too. I'm more than happy to get it for them, but I mean, right then and there, just come on now. GM should have helped me out on that one. So I run back around, put the box together, managed to cut the pizza, get it slid in there, and the lady tries to hand me $5. She's such a sweetie. And I told her, I said, no, I can't accept that. They will not allow me to accept that, but thank you. And she was like, well, you're working so hard. I'm like, no, honey, that's part of what I do. And I got a little bit frustrated there. So, I mean, there's no pats on the back needed over here. And she was like, I just want to give you a little bit of something. I'm like, I understand, sweetie. I'm like, but and of course now my GM's up front on the register where she's supposed to be. I'm like, they won't allow me to get away with that. I'm like, but just open up the pizza box and tell me if it looks good. And she was like, oh, I saw what you're putting in there. It looks gorgeous. And I'm like, that's all I need then. That's all I need. And she was like, I'm so sorry, I just don't want to get you in trouble. I'm like, no, honey, but thank you. I mean, just the fact you offered me $5, means a lot. I'm like, come back in, and I'll try to make you another perfect pizza. So a lot of the times, the guests and customers make up for the asshattery of some of my management. Like I said, my supervisor's awesome. I just adore her to pieces. Well, I didn't get my exercises done that day. I mean, I was just in such a just fuck it mood. By the time I got off, I was so wiped because they just freaking tore up the floor with us. I mean, it was like Monday was dead, so Tuesday they had to make up for Monday. So I went home and like zoned and got the kiddos, and we had breakfast for dinner. I wasn't even going to try beyond that point. Well, I had a conversation with hubby this morning when I woke up for work, and he was like, look, he was like, have you gotten this payment plan set up with the collection agency? I'm like, no. And he was like, you really need to do that. And I'm like, well, I need to get my exercise done today. He was like, there's no point in doing that if you don't get a payment plan set up. He's got a point. Also, I had this like list of things I need to do anyway. I need to stop by the grocery store. I need to pick up cat food. So yeah, I saw his point. So today, that's pretty much what I did. Oh, and I told him that I had found another Motorola. I think it's like the next gen of the 4G LTEs. And I was like, I liked it, and I've got it bookmarked. Well, we got paid, of course. And he was like, why don't you just get it? And I'm like, because it's $100, and we've got rent to pay, like, within the next week or so. And he was like, no. He was like, go ahead and get it. Well, it turns out that I still had a gift certificate for Amazon from when I worked with JP Morgan Chase. I had gotten a gift for, like, I guess showing up. I mean, I gotten a gift card. And I'd never used it. So it knocked some money off. So I have, like, a phone coming to me next Tuesday that only cost me, like, $80. And I actually have enough built up on my Kroger iWireless account that I get every time I use my card. It, like, builds up these points. And I can just pay the phone with that. I mean, that's marvelous. I can just pay the phone with that. I don't even have to do anything. I just pay the phone with that. And when the phone comes in, I'm going to call them up and switch my number over. Because I've got a number. I've had it through, like, this will be like the third phone I'll have had. And I really just want to be able to keep the number. So, yeah. Keep your fingers crossed on that one. Because, like, my first phone, I think, yeah, my first phone got water and it died. Second phone just gave up. I mean, you could still hear everything functioning. The battery, it would charge, but you just couldn't see anything. So I think the actual display died. But this one, I'm excited, and it has my little circle things on it, which makes me happy. So we will have a working cell phone in the house again. And I went to work after I purchased said phone and like chewed my nails over it and everything. I went to work, and today was managers everywhere. I'm talking district managers came in, and Tracy, you know, my supervisor, she was like, "Don't you embarrass me." I honestly have no idea if she was joking or not. I'm pretty sure that she was, but she was sweating it because one of the area managers was a manager that used to work at the store that we're in right now. And she really, really liked him, and he was a really nice guy. At the same time, we had one of our freeze machines being worked on. It was a mess. It was a complete total mess. We managed to, I'm pretty sure, clear everything. At some point in time, the DM himself, which he's not, he's only over our store, he's not over this region. He carries another region altogether. But for some reason, he inherited our store on top of it. Well, he comes in once a week, and like today, I didn't get a chance like to remove the coffee filters from the coffee pots. It was just one of those things. It was so crazy, and I was constantly making coffee. I honestly did not think they were still in there. So I got fussed at a bit for that one. I wanted to tell him I normally remove them, but honestly, I've made so much coffee today, it's ridiculous, and I seriously didn't even think about it. So today was that crazy. We had management everywhere, and even, you know, like I said, the one lady I really, really like up at the front, she was like, they can go away anytime now. Because they were crowding up the store, and customers are trying to work a way around them, and plus we had auditors in. So we had auditors, managers. It was a crazy day at the store because Wednesdays always are. We had the freeze guy, we had the freeze machine maintenance man in. Oh yeah, today was definitely a day. So I actually, once again, did not go to the Y. I really wanted to, but hubby actually had a point. So I came home, and one of the first things I did was make that phone call. I was expecting horribleness because that's pretty much what I got last time. Instead, I get this really nice lady. Her name's Elizabeth, and she was like, yeah, actually, I'm the caseworker for this account. You remember how it was going to be like anywhere between $1,200 and $1,300? It's not. It's $891. No, I got this sheet of paper that laid everything out, the interest included. So I'm guessing that when I put forth my disputes, the disputes went through just enough to go, look, she wasn't aware of this charge. You all never bothered to notify her, so you can't ping her for interest that she didn't know she was assessing. So I'm guessing they throttled back on the interest because it was like $891, and you know, and this is after I paid the $60. So we're talking like $940 or something, $950. So instead of being up there like I expected it to be, it was like $200-300 less. So I was like, okay, how did this happen? She honestly couldn't find it. She went searching for another account, anything. But no, I owe $891, and I want to set up payments every 2 weeks for about $50. She was the most pleasant person, and I told her what happened before. I'm like, look, last time I called, I got some nasty-tempered guy. He didn't want to work with me. He told me I had to cough up $500 up front to even get this moving. That's the reason why I like snuck the $60 underneath the radar, just to shove in a payment and say I did it so I could get this set up. And she was like, that shouldn't have happened. Honestly, you shouldn't have had to go through all that just to be able to. Our goal is to get the money. That's it. Our goal is to get the money and make sure that we're not making it where you don't have money to pay this. We don't want you going in debt somewhere else so that you can pay this debt. That's not our job. Our job is to make sure we get the money and that you basically make your credit better and that you make these payments without hurting yourself or hurting our payment system. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Basically, she was just wonderfully pleasant. It was just completely mind-blowing. It really was. I also called for medical insurance. Got bounced all over the place again, but this time I managed to get a reference number. I managed to get absolutely everything I needed to try to get this taken care of, because yeah, getting bounced all over the place was not pleasant. But it seems that I will be getting a little bit more of a discount than I thought I was. She said, look, you still have 4 people in the household. 2 of them are still on passport, which is our little ones. She was like, you just barely lost the Medicaid. She was like, so you are going to be able to get assistance with this. And she was like, and we're more than happy to help you. Here's your reference number. Here's the number you call. Let them know the reference number. That way they can look this up and they can see my notes. Good enough. And I got a list of stuff accomplished. I mean, when I was talking to her too, I had to let her know, look, I'm making these payments, every 2 weeks. I'm like, my rent is like, $660, $670 now, because the rent's hiked around here, as well as rubs and all that, as they call it, the utilities all bundled together. So my rent's like $610, tack on about $50. Plus, I still have separate electric I have to pay. So I'm like, I have rent at $670. My electric's usually anywhere between $50 and $70, depending on, how hard everybody else around here uses up the electricity. I'm like, we have internet and phone, so that's about $60. I mean, I just tallied all the things. I'm like, car insurance, which is about, $100, and then I have, life insurance like $26. Plus, SNAP is gone. Along with Medicaid going bye-bye, food stamps went bye-bye. So we calculated down to, I probably have about maybe $500 to play with. And that's stretching it. That's really stretching it. And I told her that's me being frugal with food. And I have 2 small boys. So I may have it set up where I can get a bit of a discount on medical, which would really help a lot. So far, it looks like I'm going to be going and doing jury duty. I have not seen a notation on that. I have not received a note back going, you're excused, anything. The last time I got called for jury duty, they were supposed to send me a notice saying that it was canceled and that they settled. They never did. I showed up. I was practically one of the only ones who showed up, and got told, you can go home, you should have received this notice. I'm really hoping that doesn't happen this time. But I really do not look forward to going downtown. I hate downtown with a passion. Oh my God, I hate downtown. I hate trying to maneuver around there. But so far, it looks like that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm also going to be making this payment and be trying to make rent at the same time. So keep your fingers crossed. Though I will say I'm lucky. There's like $25 less than I thought I would have to pay for car insurance. My car insurance is like $182, rounded up. Until I had them, like, look, just make it minimum, change it, please. Oh my God, because 180 is just too much. I mean, I had it like this when I was buying the vehicle. Because, of course, the guy insisted on it. And the guy was like, well, is there still a lien on it? I'm like, there hasn't been for like 2 years. Oh my God. I'm sitting there thinking, aren't you looking at the records? Don't you keep track? But he dropped it down to state minimum, which means that I'm paying like $82. Just like 100 just came right off of it. I'm paying like $82, rounded up. So I thought I was paying like 108, but $82 rounded up. So that was a bit of a relief. So a lot of craziness. I'm hoping that my routine can go back to normal tomorrow, and that I can go do at least a short stint at the Y, because I still have to come home and call have to call the community, basically family support, the same people that I went through for food stamps and for my original Medicaid. It seems that Connect can't help me. They can find the plan for me, but they can't set me up because I'm still going through community-based services. That's what it is, community-based services. So I have to call them tomorrow, and I have to do it before 3 o'clock. So here's to hoping I get out of work on time, I get to the Y, and I get home in time. Because if not, that call is just going to be missed. I'm going to have to put it off for another time. So keep your fingers crossed for me. Last 2 days were completely crazy, but I got so much done. I got new phone and laundry done. Need to get that done. Dishes are already washed and put up. I mean, I got a lot accomplished today. Groceries done, new phone. I got a lot accomplished. So I'm pretty happy with myself, to say the least. And so, therefore, you get a video of me rambling on endlessly about 2 days. Be glad it's not a week, guys. And, of course, as always, since it is running long, it always does, I'm going to go ahead and let you go now. And I should honestly hand out cookies for watching or listening to these. But I'm going to let you go now and tell you all that I love you, and to be good to yourselves and be good to each other. And I will talk to you all soon.